And it looks like we're live. Good evening, everybody. Good evening to the world of the YouTube. It is a Friday read-through stream, but we also have a bit of a chat as well, don't we? It's just a bit of a chill out and at the end of a long, hard week.
Do we know, John, if we're doing Mafia next week, by the way? Or
Oh, yeah, I think we will. I think we'll have Mafia next week.
okay, good. Looking forward to it.
I'll get that set up. I'll get the event set up. I'll get to see how many people are interested.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Nice one, mate. Yeah.
Hello, Hungar. How are you?
Hey, Hungar.
Hello to everyone in chat. We have Halakar.
Those sponge baths are too addictive, aren't they?
What's addictive?
The sponge baths. For Hungar.
Oh, yes. What we were talking about last night, wasn't it?
Sorry, yeah.
I've been asleep since, and I've been.
Sorry, I should have specified. I thought you would have known as soon as you said, "Hey, Hungar."
I need to wake up. I need to tune myself into what's going on. That does happen very quickly. I see you're discussing Lovecraft in the chat. I don't do much reading, but excellent, good stuff, Hungar. I hope you do get out. Are you feeling better? I played Call of Cthulhu before I knew any of the Lovecraft stories, really. My first ever exposure to the idea of Lovecraft was the Alone in the Dark PC game going back into the early 90s, which was it was good for its time. I like the atmosphere of it. I like the oddities of it. And then, no, I don't read. No. There's a reason why. I can't concentrate on reading when there's anything else going on in the world around me. I used to read a lot when I was out of work, living alone in a bedsit when I was skint. I just shut the door, no visitors, didn't even have a phone to interrupt me. There was no such thing as the internet back then. And I just devoured books because nothing interrupted me and nothing was going to interrupt me. But nowadays, when I'm in a busy house, wife, kids, dog, work, internet, all sorts of things going on around, I struggle to focus my mind on reading. I've always wanted to be able to sit outside in the garden and read, but as soon as a dog up the road barks, I lose my place. So what I started doing was on long drives, going on holiday and things like that, I started listening to audiobooks, and that's when I started listening to a bit of Lovecraft. I listened to The Hobbit. I mean, I read that when I was about 8 or 9 years old. I listened to The Hobbit all the way through, and I was most of the way through The Fellowship of the Ring as well. Again, I read that when I was in my teens, but then the Spotify playlist disappeared that I was listening to, which was a shame. But I've listened to quite a lot of Lovecraft on audiobooks, and I like it. And so I've read a few out on my stream, which actually gets me to read it and digest it. Not on my stream, on my videos. So I found a website which has got them all pretty much word listed at most of them anyway. And I picked a few of the shorter ones, some of the better known ones, and I've read them out. And that makes me read because I'm creating something. So, yeah.
Hello, Daniel.
Daniel's turned up.
How are you guys doing?
I'm fine.
Not too bad, mate. How are you?
Well, I was doing really good until I found out I didn't have any marinara sauce for my raviolis.
I thought he was about to say he didn't have any whiskey.
Nah, I have that. So, yeah. Didn't dinner's kind of screwed tonight.
Oh, don't say that.
Well, I don't have any.
That's I'm sure.
I don't have any marinara sauce for my raviolis.
Helicar
I'm sure
says
you
make it
can,
from
you can
scratch.
improvise. Yeah. Or just get like a can of, as you call them, tomatoes, and just do them with the immersion blender.
Yeah, it's not the. I thought about that. It's not the same. It's get frustrated when I have a plan and it falls apart. It's the look.
That's just called life, isn't it?
Yes,
Exactly.
very true.
That's what I said. I said that's my life.
Yeah.
I do have diced tomatoes. I could puree them and do it, but it's not the same.
I suppose, yeah. If you've got a favourite sauce that you like to have,
Well, when you're planning on a meal, you want it to come together. And normally, I'm really good at cooking, and which I normally never was. I've become a pretty good kitchen bitch, and today fell apart. And I'm just, yeah.
I mean, yeah, cooking good food is something to take pride in. I hate it when I get home from work and what do you want? I'll just throw something in from the freezer. I'm not, yeah, I'd much rather have something made fresh. I like to eat properly.
Yeah, I dated I dated her like 23 years ago. Yeah, but when she was little, her father worked in a factory and came home, and don't get me wrong, I love tomato cheese sandwiches with either like mayo or Miracle Whip. That's a good sandwich for me. Get a good cheese, a thick slab of tomato. That's a really good sandwich. Well,
I mean, my comfort food are fish finger sandwiches.
yep. Oh yeah. Yep.
I like nice, thick, fresh white bread. I lightly toast the bread just to give it a little bit of a crunch.
Correct. Yep.
And then it's all yes.
Well, so her father came home from work at a plant, and he's tired and hungry. It's the middle of summer. So her mother made these sandwiches. And he said, "Damn it, Marion, I want a real fucking meal." And he threw the sandwich, and the tomato stuck to the kitchen cabinet. The tomatoes stayed there for 5 years because her mom refused to take it off because she made him a nice sandwich, and he was so pissed off he refused. So yeah,
he wanted a big pie and some chips
exactly,
or a steak or something. Yeah. All right, hello everyone else who's joined chat. We've got Keith, we've got Mr. Baker, we've got the Mage. Nice to see you making videos again, Mage's Musings. How you doing, Sean? It's good to see the puppets back on the internet. If you're not subscribed to Mage's Musings, why not? It's a great channel.
Actually, I need to.
It's on my watch later.
Right.
I need to look into that because I did not know he had a new video out.
It's his sort of like 2-year celebration video talking about what he's going to do and things like that, and and some gifts he's received. It looks like Bear's been St. Nicholas to him and sent him some nice presents.
Every YouTube site I was subscribed to, I got unsubscribed.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
So yeah, I have to go back on and look at that. I like his videos.
YouTube does that for some reason.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, My subscriber count's been doing that for the last few weeks. Just plus
Yeah.
1, -1, plus 2, -1, nothing, -1, plus 2. And it's just like, yeah, it does that sometimes. And you wonder how many of those people are just being unsubscribed by YouTube being a dick.
Yep.
But no, I mean, I noticed Gene doesn't like, not that into the RPGing for Call of Cthulhu. I have to talk to Gene about why, because I rather like it. In fact, it's
Of course,
one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite things.
you like it. Your characters aren't dying or going insane.
I like it because I'm driving your characters insane and killing them. That might be why.
Oh,
When in doubt, kill a man's character or drive him insane.
Yes.
by the way, I can't remember who suggested it, but it was the Fallout series on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're on right now, but thank you. It's really cool. Just saying.
I've heard it's meant to be good. So if you like Fallout, check that out. I've heard it's very true to the computer game.
Oh yeah, it's really neat. I like it.
And apparently, Mage might have a little bit of interesting work in the pipeline. But we're not meant to talk about it. We're not meant to talk any details, are we? We don't know. He's not telling us any of the details.
Oh, also, John.
Mm-hmm.
What morning am I running?
Isn't it Gingerbeard tomorrow?
Correct. And then the following week. Okay.
It's Gingerbeard and Gene mostly, but when they don't, when one of them is not available, that's the best time for you to drop in. And
I just
so
leave me a note, or if Gene or Gingerbeard can't, on when they can't, and so that works. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and it's good that we've got you and Slan who can both fill in and fill in these gaps. It's nice. It's nice that lots of people are willing to DM now on the Discord.
Yeah.
The kids animated series in its 4th season. You had an audition for a recurring villain. I was wondering if they'd seen your work as Ace Eric and asked you to do it. I'm guessing not. But I guess it's done through official channels, but yes, they wouldn't. I mean, it'd be like me getting a job working for a big publisher based on my reviews on the internet with my videos that get about 200 or 300 views each. It's not going to happen. I mean, you don't get noticed on the internet until you're at 30, 40, 50,000 subs, because until then you're small fry, aren't you? But yes, hello, Jeb.
Sorry to interject, John. Is this part 2 of the book 3? This is, isn't it?
Is it part 2? Or is it part 3?
I think it's part 2, right?
Do I have to edit the first page of the? I don't know.
I don't know if you normally do. I just looked at this title of the stream and I was like, "Wait, did we do this last week?" I'm sure we did.
Yes, we did. Yeah. I thought
part 2 then.
It's part 2 or part 3. We've definitely started this before.
Right,
okay.
Yeah, it's part 2.
Yeah.
Definitely part 2.
Okay. Well, let's hope you get the job, Mage.
Well, fingers crossed for you, mate.
Yep. Is it all still good for October? That's all. That's what I want to know at the moment. Is it all still good for October? Because I'm looking at prices at Clericon, and if I fly from Manchester, it's about £100 cheaper than flying from Birmingham. So I'm tempted to book a flight from Manchester for either October the 22nd or 23rd.
But how much would it cost you to get up to Manchester? Less than 100.
Oh yeah, Yeah. I'd
Be about 30 quid in fuel. 30 quid
Not
back,
even that.
maybe.
Not even that. I've got a car that does 60 miles to the gallon on the motorway, so
Oh, decent.
probably cost me 15 quid in fuel if I drive
Oh,
sensibly.
30 quid there and back. It's not bad, actually.
30 quid there and back. Yeah.
That must be nice. I had a vehicle.
Hey, if you're going from Manchester, and if I have enough money saved up by the time it comes around, we could go together.
Well, the thing is, I've got somewhere to stay.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I'll stick out like a sore thumb over there.
No,
Snow.
No, not in Canada. You won't. No, but I Major's offered to basically put me up at his place. So
Oh, that's sweet.
I don't know if there's anyway. Well,
hang on. Let me just call my friend Slan.
yeah, well, Slan lives in Montreal. That's about 8 hours from Toronto.
Yeah, that's still a lot closer than the UK.
Well, that is true. That is true.
Actually, I've got. Oh, I don't know how far away is it from Manitoba. I've got a friend there.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Manitoba's, yeah, Manitoba's a little bit of a trip. Yeah.
It's probably a long way because Canada's quite big.
Yep.
You don't say.
It's a bit of a monster. Manitoba is a 2-day drive. There you go.
2-day fucking hell.
Anyway, I think they've got quite a large Asian population in Canada, I thought.
I don't know, bro.
I think they have. Anyway, we've got a book. We've got a book. I have been instructed that the beard has to be trimmed and has to be neat. We've got the date for the funeral, so the wife has said you can keep your beard for the funeral, but make sure you trim it and it's neat, because she doesn't want this hobo sat next to her at the funeral.
If there's ever a time where you should pander to her wants or needs, it's now.
I think so. Yes. Right, this is the book, The Caverns of Kalte. And Kalte, I don't know, and I really don't care.
Just go with the German and say Kalte.
Kalte. Das ist gut, ja. I've got 317 written down here. Does that ring bells?
No.
317. Does it ring any bells for anybody?
I don't ever remember the reference. I remember what happened.
Hell, I'm normally asleep by that. So yeah.
We love you, Dan. You're honestly great.
Somewhere else, I mean, I'm just checking on my sheet because I tend to scribble these down in a bit of a hurry. I'm useless like that. There is a little box here that says current section, which I've got written in there 277 decision, but I know that wasn't it because that was from the previous book. I think the last choice we made was to investigate something, and this does make sense. I've got notes from a stream on the back of that. I just grab any bit of paper that's lying around nearby and scribble on it, and then just lose it. And then I blame everybody else for me losing it.
That's me on Saturday morning.
What have you done with me game stuff?
Yep.
I did write it down, didn't I? I think it was 317.
There was something, I can't remember exactly, but there was something to do with a lever.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Here we are. Here we are.
We're on the right
Yes,
page then. All right.
yeah.
Awesome.
We've pulled a lever, and this next bit. Okay, shall we start? The stone portal
Do we eat?
creaks open, but then it grinds to an abrupt halt halfway across. The gap is narrow, and you are only just able to squeeze through to the chamber beyond. The air in the room is cold and stale. This chamber has lain undisturbed for many thousands of years. Dozens of stone shelves are stacked high with bottles and flasks. On a table in the center lies a beautiful pack filled with different colored potions. Do we examine these ancient potions, or do we leave the chamber and continue northwards? Your choice. Something I have decided to do is I am fed up with. I don't. My microphone. Hello, Andy. My microphone is nice and clear, really good sound quality, but it picks up too much around me. So I'm going to get a proper podcasting microphone, one that has to be here, that I have to speak directly into, but has almost no pickup of stuff around. If anyone has any recommendations for a good one of those, I'm all ears. But the ones I've seen are about 120 quid. And I can afford that. I can afford it. I really can. Just don't tell the wife. Something else I'd like to show people is, if I can find it, for something for a future stream. Somebody has done a self-written Call of Cthulhu solo scenario for his own version in the Alone Against series, and it's set in Britain, and it's Alone Against Nyarlathotep, and it has over 1,000 entries in it. It's meant to be more than 3 times the size of one of these books.
Wow.
I am very, very tempted to get it. It's on Drive Through RPG at the moment. So, hello, Kabuki Kid. I'm not Mr. Moneybags, Gene. I'm just my other hobbies that took up my money before aren't happening. So my mortgage is nearly paid. I earn minimum wage, but my mortgage is nearly paid off. My daughter's now working, so we don't need to support her. I haven't got anything on finance apart from my mortgage, which is very small because it's nearly paid off, and we just don't have big expenses. So it gives you a little bit of spare cash every now and again. Yeah, a bit of leeway. Yeah, so I might as well spend it on the current hobby, which is doing this sort of thing and playing games.
When I was in my early 20s, I was into guns and motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
Both are expensive.
Oh yes, my motorsport when I was doing rallying, yeah, that was expensive.
So
is it bound in human flesh?
I went with guns, obviously, and that's why I can afford. I take home $10 an hour, but I can afford to do that because I busted my ass at a really good job for 5 years and paid off my house. So I don't have a house payment. And so,
when my mortgage is finished, we've got a savings scheme which will mature a few months afterwards. We converted our old mortgage into repayment, but everything we were putting into that savings scheme, which was originally meant to be for the mortgage, we've kept putting in because it wasn't a massive amount.
No, but it adds up, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I mean, it's been going for 20 plus years, so it's yeah. But that's 50-50 between me and the wife, and that should be roughly equivalent of the value of the house when we bought it. Not the value of the house now, because the houses have gone up.
I was going to say,
yeah. So that'll be nice, but I think in all likelihood we're going to spend that on making the house more comfortable. I might get not a shed at the back, but a little shack at the back for doing all of this. Becky's looking at little build your own sort of log cabins. Yeah, and okay. I might put one of those in the garden for my nerdy stuff. So anyway, yeah, I might collect stuff to give to the grandkids later. I haven't got any grandkids yet. What's actually helped us is the fact that my daughter didn't go to university. She got an apprenticeship and she's earning her own money. So hello, Iblis Layarts. Iblis Layarts. How do you want to? I don't know how you want to pronounce your name, but welcome to the channel. Oh, Daniel, I should have put this up. Thank you, Daniel. You're a kind man.
Daniel.
You're a kind man. Kind man. You're too kind.
Yeah.
Iblis.
Iblis. Ask my first two wives and my mother about that. They would disagree.
Hey, John, I don't know if you remember, but in House of Hell, Iblis was the name of one of the rooms.
It was, yes. Right, okay. So we were voting. We're voting on whether we examine these potions or whether we leave the room. I've had one vote so far from Keith, and that was to leave the room. Does anybody else want to vote? Do we look at these potions or do we... Mercurius has joined us.
Potions, and that was for to go toward the microphone.
Thank you.
Yeah, in House of Hell, each one of the rooms is named after like a demonic entity of some sort. So there's like Mephisto, Azazel, stuff like that. Yeah. And I say potions.
You say potions. Yes. 15 people on the stream in the chat now. Much. Where have you all come from this week? Where have you all come from? Has Mage turned green? Good. Who else turned green? Oh,
it doesn't say on StreamYard.
No, it doesn't say on StreamYard.
How I like Alucard.
Yes, Alucard.
I like that.
Drink them all. Yeah, there's a table Iman in AD&D. If you drink lots of potions at the same time, they could explode in your stomach.
Yeah, it's because it's how they interact with each other, isn't it? Yeah.
So we are going to look at the potions. We're not quaffing them yet, Andy. We're going to look at the potions. Turn to 10. Oh, there's a picture of potions, by the way. I should have shown you that picture of potions. There we go. A little bit of artwork.
Oh, yes.
Okay. The pack contains 4 ornate glass vials. They hold red, orange, green, and black liquids. You may only examine each liquid once. Which do you wish to examine? The red, the orange, the green, or the black? Or do you want to leave?
Green.
I'm going to vote for green. Mercurius says black. Hello, Paul.
I'm with Mercurius.
So I've written ROGB on the top of this page. You're with Mercurius going for the black one, and Daniel said green one. So we've got black, orange, green for the first ones. Black, orange, green. Then we went red, green, green. Sounds like green's doing well. Another green, and then another black. Amwer, Alicia Floyd, Genchi, and Major's Musings. Okie cookie. Oh, that's what people are saying up above. Right. Okay. Amwer. Who calls yourself something like that? I can't pronounce it. Right. Green then. Green has won with 5 votes. 289. So why have I turned to 238? 289. You manage to remove most of the hardened wax that covers the stopper. Then you ease the reluctant seal from around the fragile glass stem. If you have the Kai discipline of animal kinship, or you have reached the Kai rank of aspirant, which means we're skilled in 6 disciplines, we're actually 2 above that, now turn to 156. Okay. It's going to tell us that this is Catway, isn't it? You recognize the aroma of concentrated gallow brush, or sleep tooth, as it's commonly called in Summerland. This is the thorny briar your Kai masters once used to induce sleep when tending to ill or injured horses. This distilled brew made from the plant is a very powerful sleeping potion. Okay, so we get we've got a green potion. Green potion. Sleep. YouTube does indeed give and YouTube takes away. Blessed be the name of YouTube. Yes. I know the song Love Potion number 9. Various people have recorded it. Various people.
Yeah.
I must have heard one of the versions.
You will have done. Yeah. Okay, we're back at entry 10. So we've looked at the green one. Do we go red, orange, black, or leave?
Sticking with black.
Yeah, sticking with black. Red, orange, black, or leave. Halakar says orange. Hello, Squirrel. You're with Halakar. Okay. Yeah. Then we've got a red, black, black from more votes there. Red, black, black. And another black. Well, black is currently winning 5-2-1 at the moment. 5 for black, 2 for orange, 1 for red. Anyone else want to vote? Red, orange, black, or leave?
Halakar, I hope this works out. Just saying.
Yes, Andy. Very true.
Quaffing is drinking with gusto, isn't it? It's ugh, 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 up. So are we going with black then? If no one else wants to vote, then we go with the 5 votes for black. That's what we've chosen. 225. Hello, Coke. 2. Well, Mage, behave.
Oh my God, man.
Wow, Mage is being Holocaust tonight, eh?
That was funny.
Yes.
That's funny.
The stopper has been sealed with wax. If you wish to break this seal, you will risk smashing the thin glass neck of the vial. Do we break the seal, or are we too suspicious of its contents?
Well,
Seal or no, or not?
Since we're queefing, you might as well break the seal.
Hey, there we look. Break.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Why not?
Go for it. Aye.
If something bad happens, it'll be the first bad thing in the whole book so far.
Yeah.
When you get older, to our sort of age, breaking the seal takes on a whole different meaning. It's nothing rude when you get older. It just means you've had a few beers. The first time you go to the toilet, you break the seal because you're going every 15 minutes after that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's not really an old people saying. People my age say that too.
It gets worse. It gets
Yeah,
worse.
I can imagine.
Yes, believe me, it gets worse.
No, I look forward to it.
No.
And wait till you wake up at 3 a.m. and then you can't go back to sleep.
Who says I'm asleep at 3 a.m.? Holy shit.
Hence why I take naps at 6 o'clock with you guys. I enjoy my naps with you.
Like I said, I think it's sweet. It shows that you're comfortable with us, you know.
Yeah, you get so relaxed listening to our dulcet English tones, you doze off. That's what it is. Yeah.
Either that or we bore him to death or bore him to sleep with that bullshit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Probably a bit of both.
Yeah.
A bit of both. Seal's got a good voice, Iblis. His style of music isn't my sort of music, but he's got a good voice. I quite liked the original
Is that the Kiss
version
from a Rose dude?
Yeah.
Honestly, John, I don't want to go off topic, but there is a group. I don't want to look it up right now. I'll have to let you know. But they do a remake of it in like 1950s style.
Kiss from a Rose.
Yeah, and it's really good. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think the best song he did. Well, he didn't write it, but he was the vocalist on it. Was Killer.
Yes, yep, that was. I really like that.
Andy's behind on the stream.
Yeah.
We're talking about being old and having to go to the toilet a lot. So, Andy, as one of the oldest here, I thought you might be chiming in on this topic rather than making choices of colours. Shall we give away Andy's age while he's a bit behind?
That's funny.
No, it wouldn't be the proper thing to do, would it?
No.
We are fine, upstanding knights. We cannot do such things.
The fine upstanding.
Halakar.
Oh, is chat going off?
That's funny, Halakar.
Orange, it's the new black. Ah, nice.
How many times did the seal walk into the club?
Is there a punchline to that?
What's that?
Is there? I thought there was a punchline you're setting up for.
No, that's what it is. It's like there's one joke. 3 Jews walk into a bar.
Is this going to get me struck off YouTube?
Oh, God.
No, it's a joke.
Yeah,
So,
but
okay.
There's a Scottish chap who made a joke about something a bit dodgy regarding people from Israel, and he got fined £800.
Wow. Okay.
That's Scotland. Scotland's roughly.
Oh.
Three men walk into a bar.
Okay.
You would have thought that second two would have seen it.
Okay.
You get it?
Yes.
I know. It's a dad joke. It's
a bear walks into a bar and sits down.
All right.
The bartender says, "Why the long pause?"
I don't monetize my streams anymore, Parmetto, so I don't want my channel completely demonetized because I do quite like the fact that
I am sorry about that, John, because right now the whole Jewish thing is kind of sensitive.
Oh, it's all kicked off, hasn't it? And
yeah.
And we all have our own opinions. We should not talk about them on stream. Yeah. We all have our own opinions. We shall not talk about them on stream.
Yes.
I have a dark sense of humor. Sorry.
Yeah, I like that one, Halakart. Yeah, Majors has got the follow on from your joke. 3 guys walk into a bar, the 4th one ducks. Priest, a rabbi, and a monk walk into a bar. The bartender asks, "Is this a joke?" Edge and Bono walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Not you two."
That's a good one. I've not heard that.
That's funny.
Anyway, book.
I like that. How that one was funny. I like that.
What was the one? I was someone at my quiz told me one on last Sunday. What do you call a woman with no arms and legs?
I don't know.
Names.
Oh my God! No, there's. Oh shit! No, I have to think of it.
A pirate walks into a bar. The bartender says, "There's a steering wheel sticking out of your pants." Okay. Is there a punchline to that?
Wait. Let me think about that. What? I don't get it.
No, I don't get that one either.
I went to a bar, and it was full of women with no arms and no legs. There was pussy all over the floor.
Oh, the bartender says, "Oh yeah, there it is. It's driving." Oh, the pirate says, "It's driving me nuts."
Oh.
Yes. What do you call a nun in a blender? Anyway, we did break the seal. I'm ready.
We broke the seal of telling inappropriate jokes.
Pretty much, yeah. We did.
And my husband usually gets stew when you break seals, and maybe fur gloves.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Nun in the blender, twisted sister. They're a band, Iman. They're a heavy metal band.
Rock band. Okay. Never heard of them.
No. That was my first concert. Is Twisted Sister.
That was Dee Snider, wasn't it?
Yes. Yep. First concert I went to, I was 12 years old. Was them in Johnstown. So, yeah.
Right, the glass is very delicate and it takes all your concentration and skill to avoid smashing its stem. Pick a number from the random number table. If you have the Chi disciplines of either mind over matter, no, or mind blast, no, add 3 to the number. Okay, I'm guessing that's a good result because those were adding to the number. So 268. You manage to crack the seal in exactly the right place and thereby avoid smashing the thin glass stem. The vapor rising from the black liquid is bitterly sharp and pungent. If you have ever visited the graveyard of the ancients and you have healing, yes, we do, both, turn to 177. You recognize the pungent smell of distilled graveweed. This black concentration is a very powerful and swift-acting poison. Quickly, you replace the stopper to prevent its noxious fumes from escaping. Do we? I think we'll keep that, won't we?
Yes.
Black potion. Poison. Right, shall we go back? I don't know. The only thing I know about Twisted Sisters, Dee Snider was the lead singer, and he did stupid things with his teeth. That's all I remember. I was never into hair rock in the 80s, so
they were kind of the gimmick band.
Yeah. Well, they were hair rock, weren't they? The bouffant 80s hairdos.
Yeah, but they were still kind of gimmicky. Yeah. They did all the wild makeup and lipstick, you know, eyeliner and, you know.
Yes. Okay, red liquid, orange liquid, or leave. Red, orange, or leave.
Red.
Red, orange, or leave.
Orange. I still like the baby seal Joe Calicart. That's funny.
Yeah. That started off that joke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thinking orange.
Well, you're pouring yourself a drink, Dan.
I never do that.
Oh, does someone else do it for you?
No.
You just drink out the bottle.
Sometimes.
No, I'm just trying to figure out the answer to why that was a no.
D side of the rock. I remember hearing about issues with rock lyrics. Thankfully, it never got silly over here, but it was a time of silliness, wasn't it, in America?
Yes.
The old satanic panic.
Yeah. I had to deal with that myself with my grandparents.
Yep.
Shit.
Right, we're 8-5. Orange is winning 8-5. With 18 people in chat. The BBC did ban a lot of records, but they're banned from radio play. And it's still records these days still get muted, words bleeped out. They've been banning records for years. I mean,
how things change, Alakar. How things change.
My grandmother's name was Laura, and one of her favorite songs was "Tell Laura I Love Her" by Ricky Valance, and that was banned from BBC radio play because it was too morbid. It was about a guy who dies, so it got banned. So they've been doing that for a long, long time. And quite often, that label of banned sent the track to number one. Look at Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Relax. One of the biggest selling singles. One of the biggest selling singles of the 80s.
Good tune.
Good example. Good example.
Because
I can remember a night I was out on a date, and
I heard that for the first time the other day, Andy.
They played that.
Kabuki Kid. It wasn't Richie Valens who did "Tell Laura I Love Her." It was Ricky Valance. It was a different person.
Yeah.
He was a one-hit wonder, not to be confused with Richie Valens. I throw that in my quiz to confuse people.
Sounds like it'd catch at least one person out.
Yeah. Okay, we're going for the orange one. Yeah, I mean, censorship is not a new thing. It's been happening for years and years and years. I don't know if Seasons in the Sun was banned.
Was
Hello,
it?
Richard. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I heard Nirvana's version first, though. Okay, Andy says it wasn't.
I know Serge Gainsbourg was banned with Je t'aime moi non plus. I doubt you'll have ever heard anything by Judge Dredd, who was a comedy reggae person. Though his weren't. His hinted at silliness, rudeness more than anything. The stopper in this.
Go on.
The stopper in this vial is jammed, and you have to take great care not to break the slender glass neck. Gradually, it loosens, and you are about able to sniff the orange liquid. If you have the Kai disciplines of sixth sense or weapon skill, turn to 311. We do.
Mm.
Holiday in the Sun. Yeah, I can imagine that. And of course, there was the big thing that kicked off over here. Sex Pistols, God Save the Queen, that really should have been number one, but another single got, was it Rod Stewart got sort of bumped up a bit. Yeah, Judge Dredd in the UK is, yeah, big 6 and big 7. Yeah, they are quite funny. It is dirty, but it's not really by modern standards. I'm trying to think. It's double entendres and hints at mucky stuff. Yeah, we did have pirate radio. Yeah. God Save the Queen. Yes, released by the Sex Pistols for the Queen's Silver Jubilee. It should have been number one. Rod Stewart was huge over here. He's from over here. You recognize the potion to be distilled alether, a potion of strength. Your Kai masters used alether to increase their combat skill in battle, and there's enough concentrated alether in the bottle to increase your combat skill by 4 for the duration of one combat.
Wow.
Okay.
And we already have a +8, do we?
We've already, yeah.
+7? Yeah.
+4 skill. Okay. No, we never had a proper satanic panic over here. Things sort of, we heard of things bubbling away, but nothing ever happened over here. So we're going to check this red potion out.
As far as I know, I went alive, but there was no like mass hysteria about it.
I mean, radio stations have always pretty much chosen what goes in the charts, and often they've had to avoid playing certain songs because of contents of the lyrics. And I know nowadays a lot of words get bleeped out. And
yeah, these days they do all the radio edits, don't they?
Yeah.
They'll take words out or like entire sections, and yeah.
Look, I mean, most recently, what they did to Fairy Tale of New York, some radio stations played a version with a couple of words removed. A few radio stations didn't, because those words aren't nearly as offensive over here as they are in America, because they actually have a different meaning over here. Most of the time. The American meanings get adopted eventually. All right, the red potion. After wiping away the grime from the stopper, you unscrew it and carefully sniff the red liquid it contains. If you have the kindness of healing, turn to 233.
Interesting.
You recognize the liquid to be distilled lomspur, herb with great healing properties. This concentrated potion of lomspur will heal 5 endurance points. Okay, so red potion plus 5 endurance.
Red healing. Okay.
Red is healing, yes.
Who'd have thought?
I like Fairy Tale of New York. It's overplayed, but I think it's one of the best Christmas songs out there. The best Christmas song ever is All I Want for Christmas is a Dukla Praga Wake It by Half Man, Half Biscuit. Songs I used to sing along to, and I'll freely admit, it was a massive hit in alternative clubs, which had which covered some of the crossover rap rock stuff in the early 90s. But Insane in the Brain by Cypress Hill.
Oh yeah,
we used to sing along. We used to sing along to that without even thinking anything about what the lyrics were. And there's a certain word in there that, me being a white man, I could not say these days at all. And that gets bleeped out everywhere. It's just how things change. Insane in the Brain is a great tune. It's really, I'm not a rap fan at all, but I love that song.
Cypress Hill are a good way to bridge the gap between rock and rap, though.
Yeah.
Because they've got a different vibe to like most rap from that time.
Yes. Oh, very different. Father Christmas, Do Not Touch Me by the Goodies. I don't know that one.
But there's a song.
You are older than me, so you'll remember more of things from the 70s than I will.
Cypress Hill did a song, I can't remember when, but it was called Hits from the Bong, and it's literally just an entire song about smoking weed.
Oh, the album, it's an album, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it's an album, yeah.
They did a song with Tom Morello from Rage. That was a fucking tune. It was called Rise Up.
I'm not surprised, because Rage were another crossover band. They were more rock than rap, but they had it was a crossover. I like Rage Against the Machine as well. Okay, so we're going to leave the chamber now, right?
We got all the potions, yeah.
People have muttered about Baby It's Cold Outside here as well. That's the thing. We've had mutterings about that here, because we do get a bit of the same stuff from time to time.
People don't like Baby It's Cold Outside. What the fuck is wrong with this?
It's implied forced sexual contact.
Oh, is that why? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not like the entire 70s was all about like sex, drugs, rock and roll, is it? Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As quite literally, Ian Dury sang about it, sex and drugs and rock and roll.
Yeah, don't get me started on that whole Baby It's Cold Outside thing, because that's just so stupid.
How well do any of you lot know Ian Dury's stuff? I'm sort of taking a little bit of a trip back and listening to some of his stuff now. He was not the greatest vocalist in the world, but he a great lyricist, a great performer. And he had polio when he was younger, so he was very short. He had to move he had to walk with a stick from time to time, and you could tell his body was slightly twisted as a result. So he did it was International Year of the Disabled, I think it was something like about 78, 79. And he wrote a song for it called Spasticus Autisticus. And I'm pretty sure they were like, no, you can't call it that.
You make a good point there, Andy. Yeah, I agree, Kabuki Kid. I think it's one of those things where the minority are louder than the majority because the majority are just silent.
It's in America, it's the far left looking for an excuse to put down people.
Well, they're more the shouty ones now. Back in the 80s, it was the right who were more shouty about satanic panic.
Well,
it just seems to go like that, doesn't it?
And then now it's the left that have taken control because I don't mean to offend anybody. It's the minorities. The left is propping up the minorities to get their votes for their offices in government. That's why
everybody in chat is raising very valid points.
But that's why the left is so vocal now, is to get all the votes. That's why they're pushing to let illegal immigrants.
It's why either side's vocal, though, isn't it? They're trying to rouse up their own rabble. And that's what the extremes do. And I hate extremism. I'm going to say that now.
I want to be in the middle. You know,
I am staunchly anti-activist. Does that make an anti-activist activist?
There you go. That's
right. Anyway, let's get off this topic.
Yeah.
Get off this topic. Off. No. Horrible topic.
Yeah,
right.
It is.
It is, yes. Because we all have different opinions. And as long as we respect each of our everyone's opinions, that's as long as people have opinions worth respecting. That's the thing.
There's that.
What about those horses wandering through London? Poor horses. They were spooked by a loud noise, and I hope they recover. It's as simple as that. One of the things about going to London is seeing the mountain. You go to Buckingham Palace, and the horses are lovely.
Well, what's going on with the horses in London? What's happening?
A couple of the police horses, or the big sort of parade type horses, bolted. They got loose and ran away. They were spooked.
Oh shit!
Yeah, one ran into a bus. Yeah, I saw the picture of it covered in blood. Yeah.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Right. Anyway, let's move on with the book. Yes, Mage gets it right. I hate extremism to the extreme. You notice that the ceiling and walls of the corridor are covered with strange carvings. They appear to depict small cyclones or tornadoes, gradually changing shape into almost human forms. Although puzzled by the strange engravings, you continue onwards until you reach a point where the tunnel takes a sharp right turn. Only a few feet along the northern wall of the new corridor, you can see another stone door. The lever in the wall next to it is raised, and the door is firmly closed. Several yards further on, a flight of steps ascend into darkness above. Do we investigate the door, or do we continue up the stairs?
Door.
Door or stairs?
I also think door.
Door. Door. Everyone's saying door. Looks to be unanimous. Oh, Mercurius. Mercurius.
Did he say stairs?
He said stairs, yes.
Oh no, it's your upside down world, mate.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of a door song to sing, but I can't.
Just sing a song by the Doors.
Yeah. But I never really liked them, so I can't really remember any of them.
Green Door. Covered in this country by Shaking Stevens. Originally by... the one who did all the mambo sort of stuff. What was her name? Oh. Was it someone like Brenda Lee or someone like that?
Come on, baby, light my fire. How's that?
Glorious. Glorious.
Oh, I'm about to fall asleep now.
I prefer Break On Through to the Other Side. Oh, no, the best Doors song. Riders on the Storm.
Oh, that's a tune, actually, yeah.
It is, yes. Okay. You depress the lever and the stone door slides smoothly aside to reveal a large chamber. It is cold, stale, and empty, save for a granite chest positioned near its east wall. Do we make a closer examination of the chest? Of course we do. Or do we ignore it? Of course we don't. I'm just predicting what you're all going to do here. I mean, you might prove me wrong, but...
Oh, we all love closely examining chests, don't we?
Yeah. I've just got your smuttiness there as well. Mercurius is saying, leave it.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, everyone in chat seems to understand.
Kabuki Kid's going to tell us off, though, for being smutty. Oh, come on, baby, light my torch. I saw that up there. Little sort of D&D style doors thing. Yes.
We'll probably end up going up the stairs after this.
Yeah.
The stairs just seemed like progress, and the door seemed like secrets.
Come on, baby, light my pyre. Yes, when we die. So I'll guess it looks like only Mercurius is the one who really wants to leave the chest alone. Everyone else, never turned down a good chest.
No, Straw Piglet said we hate chests. I don't know why. Oh no, he changed his mind.
No, he changed mine. Yeah. Mark Hawkman's right. The thought is both, but the question is which to do first. Okay. Chest it is then. 45. We're making no progress.
Get a good look at that chest.
This has been one of the least productive stream in terms of reading for a long time. We've just been talking shite the whole time. Okay. The faces of grotesque and distorted creatures adorn the surfaces of the chest. Their obscene expressions and unnatural proportions make you shudder with revulsion. Set into the center of the lid is a large stone block carved with a hideous face, the mouth of which is shaped around a keyhole. And those are the options below. If you possess an ornate silver key, which we do, turn to 303.
We do. I can't remember where we got it from, though, because it's been a week.
I can't remember where we got it from either. Yeah, it's been a week. Yes. And what a week it's been.
Oh, yeah.
Oof, indeed. Oof, indeed. You insert the key and turn it clockwise. A click confirms it works. But then the shank of the key slips from your grip and disappears into the lock. Oh, okay. You must erase the ornate silver key. Now Andy's being rude. And a great stone lid opens to reveal a magnificent silver helmet.
Oh.
Lone Wolf now has a magnificent helmet. If we have the Kai discipline of Sixth Sense, turn to 127.
We do.
We do. It's good.
Imagine Lone Wolf puts the helmet on and just goes, I see dead people.
We don't know, do we? You sense that this silver helmet has magical properties that can aid you in combat. You detect no evil surrounding this item or the stone chest in which it lies. Do we pick up the helmet and put it on, or are we still suspicious?
No, do it.
Put it on. Hell with it.
That's a song lyric as well. Our sixth sense is working overtime, sort of. Sense is working overtime. Trying to tell the difference between lemon and lime, pain and pleasure, and the church bells softly chime. Anyone name that band? Sense is working overtime.
No.
They had one somewhat controversial hit in America. And it was controversial in America. Mercurius knows it. Yeah, XTC. And what was the controversial hit they had in America? Mercurius is trying to. He's going against the grain for absolutely everything. Yes, Jeb, you're correct. Dear God was their controversial hit. If I was to read out the lyrics to Dear God, I'd probably piss half the people off in because they are somewhat scathing.
You won't piss me off.
Anti-religion, is it?
It's anti-organized religion.
Fair.
It's anti-indoctrination of kids.
Fair.
Then I would probably like it.
Are we putting on the helmet or what?
Oh, we put on that. Yes, we are, aren't we? We are. Yes. It's only Mercurius who's he's been contradictory tonight.
It's all right. It's because he's on the other side of the world.
Yes.
Hey now.
Well, it's a bit hard for him to see things from our perspective when he's the wrong way around.
Exactly. The Vapors, yeah, they're known for one hit, Turning Japanese. Another song with interesting lyrics, interesting meaning. Iman, do you know what Turning Japanese is all about?
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard the song Turning Japanese?
No.
Okay. What do teenage boys do a lot of that makes them squint their eyes?
Oh my God.
Right. Okay.
That's what the song is about. That is what the song is about.
God.
And to be honest, you know the song Teenage Kicks by the Undertones?
Yes.
That's about it as well.
Makes
Oh my
sense.
God. I am going to start asking my son if he's turning Japanese.
Oh.
Yeah. Teenage Kicks is all about that as well. They had to change the lyrics to get it airplay.
You got a special message from Mercurius.
I think it was only one word that got changed in it, but Mercurius is a star.
He's finally been born.
Oh yes, he has been born. I liked some of In Excess, but they got a bit.
They got political.
I felt like they were a little bit overproduced towards the end.
Yeah.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I've got love in my tummy. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chat, are you guys okay?
Yeah. There's all sorts of interesting songs. Yeah. But I know I've mentioned Half Man, Half Biscuit before, but how many of you in chat have ever listened to a Half Man, Half Biscuit track?
Never.
Never.
Nope.
Okay. I'm just going to get the lyrics up to a Half Man, Half Biscuit song. Vatican Broadside by Half Man, Half Biscuit. This is one of the simplest ones. I hope there's no dodgy pop-ups that come up when I open this. There we are. That is Half Man, Half that is Half Man, Half Biscuit. That's one of the shortest songs, and it's sung along to "The Singer Out of Slipknot went to Rome to see the Pope." That's the tune it takes. The singer out of Slipknot went to Rome to see the Pope. The singer out of Slipknot went to Rome to see the Pope, and the Pope said to his aide, "Who the fucking hell is Slipknot? Who the?" Yeah,
Is that in the rhythm of something else?
Yes.
It sounds like I know a song that'll get on your nerves.
It's that sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so Helmet.
Yeah.
They did an album as well. You will all have heard of the album Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Yeah.
Famous album.
Yes.
Yeah. Gene will get this one because he lives in the town of Bridgewater in Somerset, and Half Man Half Biscuit did an album called Trouble Over Bridgewater.
Oh, I think you told me about this.
Yeah, there's play on words, yes. Yes, Coco, this is what happens when Sax just isn't on the stream. we talk shite. Okay.
See, the problem is I'm a half and half because sometimes I'll take it off topic and sometimes I'll say get back on.
Oh, wait.
Somebody call Saxius and get him on board here tonight.
He will literally throw an axe at your front door.
I mean, there's another Half Man Half Biscuit one. There's a hill on the edge of Wales. The Welsh name for it is Tumpa, but it's known locally as Lord Hereford's Knob. That's the name of the hill. And Half Man Half Biscuit wrote a song called Lord Hereford's Knob, and it was about a girl running away from home. And the chorus goes, "And now she's sitting on top of Lord Hereford's knob."
Oh God!
we have a gobbler's knob where I live.
I mean, the original name of the hill is Tumpa, and there's a line in there which is "Tumpa, Tumpa, she'd better wear a jumper."
Yeah.
It's all very, very silly. Anyway, where were we? Despite its size, the silver helm feels very light and comfortable. It's a special item. We've got so many special items now. Oh, silver helm. We don't have another helmet? No. Oh, well, we do have one somewhere, but not that type of helmet. If worn during combat, its magically crafted helmet will increase your combat skill by 2 points. Excellent.
Wow. Okay. Freaking hell, we're OP.
We are, yes. We've now got a combat skill of 29. Right? 29 combat skill.
We could literally try to mess with us.
I found my thrill on the river hill. Alright, okay. You climb more than 100 stone steps before arriving at a narrow landing. Pick a number from the random number table, which means roll a d10.
Why do they phrase it like that?
Because they don't assume that you've got a d10. They've got a chart at the back. I'll show you of numbers, and you're meant to get a pencil and go and stab somewhere on the chart.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Because fantasy books have the dice at the bottom, don't they? You just flip to a random page. Yeah.
So I'm rolling, and it says if you have the Kai disciplines of sixth sense, tracking or hunting, add 3 to this number. So we do. We get 7. If it's 5 or higher, turn to 2.
Good.
I roll the d10 to decide which number to pick from the table. Exactly. Away to your right, you notice the outline of a stone door. It is cunningly concealed by an intricate wall carving depicting a Kalkoth hunt. A closer examination of the folds of this carving reveals a polished bone lever. Do we pull the lever or do we continue climbing the stairs?
Oh, hell yeah, we're pulling
Pull it.
Yes. Correct, Hookman. Correct. Mercurius knows you're doing it on purpose, aren't you? You know you're voting for the one that isn't going to get voted for by everybody else.
Oh, Halakar, that's such a good way of describing it.
What's he said?
He said our power level is I wish him a would.
Jean's mind is in the gutter. To be honest, we've all been in the gutter tonight, haven't we? Yes, yes. And Palmetto, yes, yes. We are crude and we are filthy. It's Sunday. It's not Sunday. It's Friday night. It's the end of the working week for most people. I've got to work tomorrow afternoon and Sunday this week, but don't matter.
Did you see in Bear's Discord, by the way, John? We might not be playing tomorrow.
Hungar was in chat earlier. He might be out tomorrow. So I think it depends. I think we're going to have to.
Oh, wait, no. I think Cody said he might not have a computer either.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'd better take my OSE maps and stuff to to work, and I may have to fill in and do my one instead.
Well, good job I mentioned it then, because I know you don't always have the time to check all the Discords and stuff.
I don't always have time to check everything. No. Right, we're pulling the bone lever. $2.90. The stone door moves slowly to one side, It reveals a narrow archway beyond that is full of billowing and swirling mist. This curious mist hides whatever it may be lurking in its midst, in the midst of the mist. The curious mist, I've already read that bit. You're also aware of a severe drop in temperature. Yes, evening game. I might run some Yule tomorrow, so we'll see. If you have the Kai discipline of Sixth Sense and have reached the Kai rank of Guardian, yes, we have. Turn to 341.
What is that? Is that 8 skills?
7 skills.
7, okay. Cool. Would we have not picked up a skill for any reason, though?
No.
Because we always get one at the end of the book, right?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
So why would it ask us the question, then?
You might have just started from this book and not have read the previous books.
Oh, of course, yeah, that's true. Silly me.
Yes. Silly you.
Silly me.
Stupid boy.
Ugh, it's just because I'm young. Ignore me. Not as wizened.
It is.
Wizened.
Yes. Wizened. You can sense the presence of a powerful life force somewhere beyond the misty arch. As you concentrate, you suddenly recall a tale told to you when you were a small child. The legend of the Vagadin Gate. This was a tale of ice demons and how they once fought a war to be able to leave their doomed world to come to Kalte. They were formless creatures without shape and substance, and they existed as pure energy in another dimension, beyond the confines of space and time. The ice demons discovered the Vagadin Gate, a sort of door between their world and Magnamund. They fought each other to enter this gate, unaware of the fate that awaited them here. The ancients, or Shianti as they are called in the south, had also discovered the gate. As the ice demons passed through the Vagadin, their spirits were imprisoned in crystals by the cunning ancients, who harnessed the power of the ice demons to build Ikaya. The Shianti Malar bowls that light the fortress each contain the spirits of lesser ice demons trapped within. You also remember that the tale warns against destroying their crystal prisons, for if an ice demon is released, it will seek to claim the body of its rescuer. Forewarned by your Kai skill, you enter the misty archway. Guilty pleasure songs. Okay, guilty pleasure songs. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire, your desire. Always like that.
Not bad, actually. Quite catchy.
Yeah. And did you know the lead singer couldn't speak English? And because of a typo in the first line was meant to be goddess on a mountaintop. She sings godness on a mountaintop. And that was due to a typo in the original lyrics.
That's interesting.
Shocking blue it was. Yes. And then the Bananarama version. Yes.
I'm trying to think guilty pleasure songs. I don't really have any, I don't think. There must be one, though.
Yes, I learned it from Professor of Rock as well a week or two ago. Yes, Halakar. I watched that as well. That's where I learned it from. You enter a massive chamber, ill-lit and icy cold. It is a hidden temple of the ancients. The floor is made from slabs of quartz and granite and is littered with rock and ice. Your eye follows a line of tall pillars leading towards a sacrificial altar set in an alcove in the northern wall. Upon this altar lies a strange statue. It seems to be carved from smooth white stone. At its head and feet, black staves rest upright in holes bored into the altar stone. To the left of the altar, there is a darkened archway, through which a flight of stairs ascends out of view. Do we cross the temple floor and advance towards the staircase? Do we cross the temple floor by stepping only on the quartz flagstones? Or do we cross the temple floor by only stepping on the granite flagstones?
Oh, fuck. It's
Staircase,
one of these.
Staircase. So I want you to answer here. Staircase, quartz, or granite?
Granite.
There was a book, a page in Walk of Firetop Mountain where it's like, do you want to only step on the hands, only step on the stars, or just boldly stride across the room? It's giving that same energy. I'm going to say quartz.
There isn't the option to leave, sadly. So we've obviously got to go this way.
Looks like everyone's gone with granite apart from me and Gene.
Yeah. Does, doesn't it? It does. Andy says quartz.
Ooh.
Kabuki wants to go home.
I'm sure Lone Wolf does too.
We do indeed have very, very monstrous combat stats. We shouldn't be afraid. No.
Literally, our power level is fuck around and find out.
Yeah. Squirrel's going for the quartz. We're at 7-4 for granite at the moment. Currently 15 viewers. It's been a really, really well-attended stream tonight. Really good. We've been above 15 for most of it.
You think everyone's staying for the smuttiness?
I think so. I think it's been. I like the fact it's been very chill and people have just been having a laugh. That's definitely. It's payday weekend for a lot of people tonight as well. This weekend, certainly over here.
What? Oh, it's a rock. Oh, okay. Or is it a mineral?
It wasn't a rock. It was a rock lobster.
Well, one of my friends, the bar I used to hang out, unfortunately, it closed down about a year ago, but he used to play that song all the time just to piss me off.
I love that record. It's another guilty pleasure of mine. But I like Planet Claire more. I think I really do. I love their song Planet Claire. I think it's fantastic.
Rock Lobster, yeah. He'd play that, and I'd be like, Jimmy, what the hell are you doing?
I'm still trying to think of the guilty pleasure song, but I genuinely can't. There must be at least one, though.
They're a fun band, the B-52s. I mean, they're just fun. That's the thing. I know Department S is Vic there. Yes, I do. I know that song. That's a good tune, that is. Okay, so granite flagstones, 244.
Well, I'm hoping you guys are right.
Carefully, you make your way across the temple floor until you are standing next to the altar. The statue seems cold and lifeless, but you sense that someone or something is trapped inside it. You can almost hear their desperate pleas for release. Do we wish to strike the statue with a weapon, or do we wish to leave by heading towards a northern archway? Hit the statue or leave?
Oh,
Leave.
hit the statue.
No, Dan, were you not listening?
Hit the statue or leave by the northern archway. So we've got one vote for each. Hit it with the rhythm stick. Hit it.
Guys, people are supposed to fuck around with us and they'll find out, not the other way around. We're not supposed to fuck around.
I like fuck offery. So yeah, hit the statue.
There's 2 leave votes there.
Oh, that's Pat Benatar, isn't it? Hit me with your best shot.
There you go. Yeah, it is. Yep.
I only know one Pat Benatar song. Yeah. I only know Love is a Battlefield. It's the only one that was a hit over here.
Till I Collapse by Eminem. That's a tune. So 1, 2, 3.
We're at 6 for hitting it, 4 for leaving it at the moment.
Guys, seriously. Were you not listening? Or you want to see what happens because you're all
I know
crazy.
The first video played on MTV was Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles.
Yep.
I don't know the second.
Yep.
Was it a Pat Benatar track?
What? Radio killed or video killed the radio?
No, that was the Buggles. That was the first one played on MTV. Yeah. But Kabuki's asking what the second video played on MTV was.
I'm not sure.
Ever? No idea.
Dude, I was 13. That was like 40 years ago.
Dude, I wasn't born.
Yeah. Actually, I was probably even younger than that. I was probably about 8 years old. So now we're talking 45 years ago.
Video killed the radio star.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Right, so hitting it. Yes, all us youngsters, Andy. All us youngsters. You see that dashing young fellow in Andy's picture? It's an old photo. It's an old photo.
Well, no, it's a young photo.
There you go.
It's an old photo of him younger, yes.
Guys, seriously, I can't believe you fucking chose death, okay? Oh, God, okay. Let this not be where Lone Wolf passes to the next world, please.
The first heavy metal music video they aired, we're talking mid-80s. Depends what class. I don't know. I really don't know.
Probably be AC/DC or Metallica.
I was thinking Metallica. But I don't know if it's right.
I'm getting Halakar says Judas Priest.
That's when Judas Priest was still cool.
81. So British band. Was it Judas Priest then? Breaking the Law, maybe, perhaps.
Had You're Gonna Roll, maybe.
AC/DC were sort of British and Australian combined.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Sabbath, Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, but
Sabbath were earlier though, weren't they?
Yeah, but they still had a following.
They were still around in the 80s, obviously. Yeah, but
Led Zeppelin isn't hard rock, in my opinion. They're more blues. They had some stuff.
I'm thinking it would have to be someone who's not too heavy.
Hang on. Oh, no. Iron Maiden. Okay.
I was going to say Iron Maiden, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been my first guess.
That makes sense, though.
I think
Iron Maiden with the title track of Iron Maiden. Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
Run to the hills.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good tune.
So we're striking the statue with a weapon.
Save point. Exactly, Jeb. And Andy, I don't know how you want me to answer that question.
Your blow splinters the smooth white surface of the statue. A freezing blast of wind hisses from the crack, and within seconds, a film of glistening ice covers every inch of the chamber. Unless you have applied Backnut oil to your skin, you lose 2 endurance points. We haven't applied Backnut oil to our skin.
No.
So we're on 19 endurance. To your mounting horror, you see that the freezing wind is taking the shape of a small cyclone. It is drawing all the loose ice and rock to the chamber towards its core. You have released an ice demon, and it is now intent upon your destruction. Do we possess the summer sword? Turn immediately to 120. Yes, we do. The raging wind tears at your clothes and bombards you with sharp flumes of ice and rock. As you raise the summer sword, an intense howling fills your ears. It's a cry of horror and desperation. You strike at the core of this demon, slicing through the cyclone into the fabric of its being. In an instant, the wind and the ghostly wailing cease. All that remains to mark its passing are the shattered pieces of a hollow statue scattered across the icy floor. Do we search the altar and the alcove of this temple, or do we decide to leave? Search or leave?
Search.
Search or leave. Yeah, I've seen that link. I do. I do keep an eye on my Discord. Don't always keep an eye on everybody else's Discord. I'm not very good at keeping up on the. I have Discord muted because if I had it on, you might have noticed on some of the videos I record, you can hear the odd Discord ping in the background. I have a habit of forgetting to mute it when I record a video. It really annoys me. I only find out at the end after thinking, oh, there we go. It's, oh. As is this blip, blip. I did door security for a Hawkwind gig once. Yes, even though I'm very small, I did. I had a part-time door security job at the university, just checking tickets and things like that, and making sure scrotes didn't get in. And yeah, there was a Hawkwind gig, It was about 94-ish. So I don't know what lineup they'd got then. It was one of the weirdest gigs out. And the people who turned up were bonkers, absolutely bonkers.
Everyone's saying search.
Everybody's saying search. Yes, of course they are.
I agree.
You're a bit of a sexist tonight, aren't you, Iman? A bit of a sexist.
I'm just reading everyone in chat. I don't normally keep up with the chat, but I'm sat here in shed and I'm just like casually just scrolling and yeah.
Do you think I should build a little log cabin in my back garden?
Absolutely.
Yes, and then I can visit it.
Turn it into a man shed.
Yeah,
and then I can visit. Then you wouldn't even have to ask your wife's permission if I could come in the house.
There you go. There you go.
And I'll bring over some of my items from
Your
my
wife?
hobby, and we can like hang out and
right. And
do nice stuff.
And I would get a phone call from the police, somebody in customs who's been caught with a lot of illegal items, who claims to know me, and counter-terrorism will be on their way around my house.
I don't know this man. I'm being invaded.
How long have you known him? In what capacity do you know him?
Yes.
Yeah, your wife would just hear some sounds coming from the shed outside, and she'd be like, "John, what's that?" You'd be like, "Ah, it's just him on." Should I be worried? Nah, he's fine.
Right. Cautiously, you examine the altar and the two black staves protruding from its surface. The crackling arc of energy that linked these staves appeared to die at the very moment you plunged a summer sword into the cyclonic demon. You notice that where the statue had lain, two stone buttons have now arisen from the surface of the altar. We have sixth sense. You sense that these buttons are part of an ancient lock of some kind. If pressed in the correct order, they may reveal a secret compartment or chamber. But there's also the possibility that, if pressed in the wrong order, they may activate a trap. Do we press the buttons, or don't we risk it?
Risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah, I mean, we've already gone through the effort of killing the ice demon. Might as well see what happens.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I say effort. It wasn't effort at all.
It doesn't offer us to use sixth sense here, so I don't know. Press that button. Press that button. Okay. Everybody's going for press the button. Everybody's going for press the button. Okay.
Do it.
Do it now. Do it now.
Come on. Do it. What are you waiting for?
Wish to press buttons. Turn to 227.
Be like my son and push the buttons.
Yes. The wrong buttons.
Exactly.
The stone buttons rise up an inch above the smooth surface of the altar. You notice that they are each surrounded by strange, barely perceptible hieroglyphs. These have been eroded by the passage of time. You now have to decide in which sequence you will press the buttons. If you possess mind over matter, you can depress the buttons without actually touching them, but we don't.
Oh.
Left then right, right then left, or same time.
Oh.
We've got left, right, right, left, then same time. Those are our choices. Just a quick note: for those of you who play in the OSE games, or even those who don't, who might want to play, I did have to clear the event section of Discord because it was all screwed up after the clocks moved. So I've cleared them all out and recreated them. And it's always nice when you're running a game to know roughly how many people you're going to get. So if you're going to play, or if you're interested in playing, remember to click the interested button.
Oh shit! I'm hoping. Well, no. Since you brought it up, my son Connor is with his mother this weekend. Mm-hmm. When we get done here, I need to get a hold of him and make sure that, and see if they got it set up that he can play tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Remind me that before we get off, because my short-term memory is shitty. So remind me that before we get off, that I can get a hold of his mother and say, hey, what's going on? So we'll see. That, or else he may end up just coming over here, and like we did last weekend, he'll just, piggyback off of me on my computer. So we'll see.
I'm going to say left, then right.
I was thinking all three at the same time.
There's only two.
Talking about rock. So my favorite rock song is probably Lateralis by Tool.
I had a friend post a thing yesterday. What's your favorite 3 guitar riffs?
Oh, that's a good one.
It got it. I mean,
you mean my 3 favorite and not the 3 that I think are the best?
Well, you can go either way. I'm thinking the opening for Hammer of the Gods. I'd have to look it up, but I posted that. Audio Slave, Like a Stone. Their the one in the middle of the song. And there was one other one that I can't remember.
I'd probably have to say guitar riffs. I like Rain by the Cult.
Okay.
I think that's a glorious riff. I like Bullet in the Head by Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I will give you that.
I think that's a
we actually listened to that on the way home from work today. So yeah, kind of ironic.
Other guitar riffs. It's not always the complicated ones that get you. It's often the.
I mean, if we're talking iconic, and maybe I'm biased here, but Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit, as overrated as it is. It's so
the start of Money for Nothing is fantastic. The start of Money for Nothing.
Yeah.
Money for Nothing, the start of that, yeah.
It doesn't have to be heavy or anything. To me, it has to be moving. Does it?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Make you
my mom has seen Mark Knopfler live tons of times. She's a massive fan of him. Massive fan.
See, for me, the other one was Cashmere.
Yeah, it's good. That's a good one. Yeah.
And that, honestly, I think that's, in my opinion, the best song ever from the greatest band ever.
And Sultans of Swing, Dire Straits, is fabulous.
That is a tune, mate.
It is, yes.
I forgot about that. That one is amazing.
So,
Yeah.
My favorite three guitarists, not necessarily the three best, but my favorite three have to be, I think, Jimi Hendrix, Prince, and Slash.
Okay.
Slash was good. I think Jimi Hendrix was a little overrated just because everybody was on acid.
Including him.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Bro, did you see his second album cover?
Yeah.
I like Fleetwood Mac, Lindsey Buckingham's guitar playing on Big Love is superb as well.
He was really good too. Yeah. Yep. There's
thing is, I could point to any guitarist and say, "Oh yeah, they're really good," because they are.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick three.
Yep.
Like, I feel bad leaving out Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, etc., etc. But it's like we're talking songs that I actually listened to.
Well,
growing up,
I included Jimmy Page because Led Zeppelin is my favorite band. That's why I think Kashmir's probably the top, in my opinion.
And realize I left out Kurt Cobain, even though Nirvana are my favorite band, because in terms of being a guitarist, he wasn't actually that good.
Yeah. He was a talent. There's a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in America and for U.S. football, the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens is an outstanding athlete, but in my opinion, he's an average quarterback. But his athleticism gets him through. So yeah, there's kind of like that.
Gilmore.
Guys, I'm going to be sactious again.
Okay, right. We've had.
You're right.
We've got 14 people in chat, and 6 people have voted. 3 have gone for left, right. No one's gone for right, left, and 3 have gone for buttons at the same time. If you haven't voted, get your vote in. Left, right, left, or same.
Does that include mine? Left, right?
Yes.
All 3.
There's only 2.
No, it was left, right, left, or all 3.
All 2, both.
No, both. There's only 2 buttons.
Then both. I'm going with both.
Okay. Left, right.
Yeah.
Shine on Your Crazy Diamond is a
that is a very good song. Yeah, that's a really, really, really
I would say
song.
my favorite Floyd song is probably Time from Dark Side of the Moon.
That's a lot, that one.
That's a really good tune.
Oh, yeah. I genuinely can't listen to it again because I listened to it once and I was like, I can't do it. It's too much for me, I think. Maybe I wasn't in the right frame of mind, if you catch my drift, though.
No, quite. I like Brain Damage as well from that album.
I still can't think of a guilty pleasure song, to be honest.
Right, at the moment, Left Right has just about won. We're not going to wait for any more. So we're going Left Right.
Yeah.
102. Andy's still singing the Time Warp. Let's do the Time Warp again. It's just a jump to the left and then a step to the right. You put your hands on your hips and pull it in. Tell me to shut up. A secret compartment slides open at the base of the left altar staff. Inside, you discover a small statuette. It is a stone effigy of a strange tentacled creature.
Cthulhu?
Yeah. I'm going to write it down as a Cthulhu effigy. There we go. Do we try and activate the buttons again, or do we leave the temple? That's the creature. Not really Cthulhu-like, but
no, I think that was it. Wait, sorry, I can't see it. Hang on.
So buttons again, or leave the temple? Buttons again. You reckon buttons again?
Yeah, buttons.
I think leave.
Oh no.
Buttons or leave?
Buttons.
Buttons or leave? Buttons or leave?
I'm telling you, mate, we got to leave now.
1, 2, 3 buttons there. Hey! This is going to be the last choice of the stream. We've done the 2 hours. The 2 hours are up.
Listen to dogs in that kind of frame of mind. Who's it by? Is that by Pink Floyd as well?
That's Floyd, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Think.
Oof, I haven't been in that frame of mind in years, let me tell you.
Buttons, Let's Go All the Way, which is also a song.
All the way? Yep.
Let's go.
I know there's a song by the Pussycat Dolls called Buttons.
Who did that song?
Sly Fox.
Billy Squire? Was that Billy Squire?
Let's Go All the Way. Well, the version I know is a song by a group called Sly Fox.
All right.
It's a good tune. It's a good tune.
It is. Now I'm going to have to look it up whenever we get done doing this.
Yeah. The song I was listening to a live version. I don't know if it was a hit in America of "Story of the Blues" by Wah the other day. It was marvelous. Did you ever? Did that ever was ever a hit in America?
No,
or not? Oh.
No.
That was a good tune. Some dingy dingy dum dingy. Yeah, that's Sly Fox. Yes. Story of the Blues. Burning up inside. Was not a hit in the US. Okay. So we're at 5 for button, 4 for leave at the moment. Any more votes? There's Coco B got a leave in there. Oh no, that's that Coco B's vote levels it up. So 5-5. 5 for buttons, 5 for leave. Gene says buttons.
I've been trying to get it to where I can get Kelsey to vote, but for some reason I can't connect with her tonight. So.
Right, as I said, this is the last choice of the night. So I'm just going to write in here, and I'm going to write it down. At 102, picked 65. And that's where we're going to leave it.
Well, Kelsey's gonna vote for buttons.
Definitely pick 65 then. Very good. There we go. There we go. That's where we are. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I think I'm going to redo the character sheet as well because it's a right old mess now. But it's lasted us 2.5 books so far. No. Push It is not a good song.
No, it is not. No.
Push It is not a good song at all.
I used to DJ and I hated having to play that song.
Oh God, it's awful. It's awful.
Yes.
It's shocking.
Yeah, Smoke on the Water is an iconic riff. I'm surprised you haven't mentioned that yet, John.
Yeah, but it's a.
Because you mention it every other stream.
Da, 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 da.
No, it's iconic, but it's so basic that my 10-year-old can play it. Well, actually, now he's 13, but
yeah, it's one of the first riffs I learned as well.
Yeah, but it is iconic. I will give you that.
Interesting thing about Boston's More Than a Feeling, that was one of the inspirations that Nirvana used for Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Cool.
Is that
John,
why they
you
broke
were there
it?
at Reading.
They did a quick burst of More Than a Feeling. Yeah, they did.
They did.
I was there when they did that.
Quickly changed into Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah. Now that you brought up Deep Purple, they're the guitar riff for Perfect Strangers. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I'm not familiar with any other Deep Purple song other than Smoke on the Water. So
now look up if you think about it, listen to Perfect Strangers. It's a really, really cool deep bass type riff. It's really neat.
Right. Greatest bass lines. There we go. How about greatest bass lines? It's hard to pick out great bass lines quite often, but most effective bass lines.
Just anything with Motorhead.
Thank you, Kabuki. She's helping me out. But yeah, Perfect. What it came out, I don't know. We would have been, 12 or 13. But when we were playing D&D, I had a ranger that we were playing second edition, so he could use 2 bastard swords as long swords.
Mm-hmm.
So he would dual wield bastard swords.
He was a double bastard.
Yeah. Yep. And then I would always, I'd get out my Discman that was, the size of a big ass pancake, and I would play Perfect Strangers just for the guitar riff when we got into combat because it was so cool.
But what about bass lines? I mean, some of the greatest bass lines aren't always the most complicated. I mean, The Chain by Fleetwood Mac is absolutely iconic.
Oh, yeah.
The theme.
Yeah.
This is one that's probably not as well known, but Wood by Alice in Chains has a really good bass line.
I know the song.
It starts off with the bass.
I like Alice in Chains. They're good.
I mean, some of the. I mean, the Stray Cats were always they were a rockabilly band, so the bass was big with them. But often the simple bass lines, the simple effective ones, like The Cure with A Forest. Simon Gallup didn't do any complicated bass lines, but some of his bass lines with The Cure were so effective, really, really good. And also Psycho Killer by Talking Heads. There's nothing. It's so simple, but it's so effective.
Palmetto, I like your reference to Tusk. That's a very good one also. There's a major state college about an hour and a half, 2 hours, Penn State. They're a nationally known college. They did Tusk for a halftime show one time, and it absolutely amazing. Yeah.
John, Schism has a really good bass line.
Oh yeah, Schism by Tool, fantastic bass line.
Yeah, there's
brilliant.
That one, yeah.
It's brilliant. I mean, one of my favorite bands who I mention a lot that none of you know, Fields of the Nephilim, had some great bass lines. If you like a good bass line, check out Psychonaut from Fields of the Nephilim. It really, really gets going in the middle of it, and it is actually quite complicated as well.
Kabuki, Whole Lot of Love, good one. Yep.
Mark King was indeed a great bassist. Not my sort of music, though. Not my sort of music. It's a Rush song, isn't it, Kabuki? Yeah, well, yeah, because Geddy Lee was.
Feel Good Inc. by Gorillaz.
Oh my God, that is
yeah,
yep,
yep,
definitely.
Yeah.
Anytime that comes on the radio,
that's it exactly. Yeah, you got a bop.
It goes full blast. Volumes up all the way. We turn up the bass.
For Gorillaz songs, though, I prefer Clint Eastwood.
I do love that.
It's a great tune. It's a great tune. That is.
It is. Yes.
The reason that popped into my head is because I recently saw a guy who did a cover of it on a speed bag.
Right.
You know the thing that boxers do, that that thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he did a cover of it on the speed bag. It was actually fucking sick.
Cream, yes, that's right. Yeah, good tune.
Okay, Halicar Rush.
Did he say Sunshine of Your Love?
Yes.
What's the one? Halicar, since you know Rush, what's the one about like a witch hunt? Oh, what's the name of that song?
Money, Pink Floyd, yep.
Money, dun, 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 yep.
I mean, again, I might be being a bit biased, but Nirvana, Come As You Are, both the guitar and the bass, so simple, but so effective.
Oh, they're all good tunes.
Yeah.
It's literally just, 5 notes? No? Yeah, 5 notes.
I'm not musical, so.
John, I don't know if there's a Rush song. I don't know how much you guys know about Rush.
I don't know a lot of Rush. No.
It's is it Witch Hunt? I think that might be the name of the song. But that was really good. And I really don't like Rush a lot. My brother was my older brother was really into Rush. That's the only reason I know. I mean, of course, being a fan of music, you know it, but I had to listen to it incessantly because of him. But I think it's Witch Hunt. That's really, that's.
Under Pressure is a good one, Jeb, yeah. Beatles Come Together, yeah. Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, yeah.
All this talk about music has brought us to the now infamous, Kabuki Kids. Talking about Queen and Queen's bass lines. Queen, unfortunately for me, are a little overplayed because my sadly now departed father-in-law, the only music he kept in his car was a Queen compilation. And my kids liked it, and my wife liked it, and I didn't mind it until I'd heard it for the 20th or 30th time on camping holidays. Whenever we went in his car, the Queen compilation would come on, and it was just it just got a bit much.
That's funny.
It just got a bit much. So Queen have been done to death for me, and all my mates at school were into them as well. So when all my friends at school were big Queen fans, and I never minded them, but it's just too much of it. Too much of it.
Yeah.
So
my wife feels the same way, because I have on YouTube there's a My Mix, and it's whatever songs you listen to the most, it automatically puts them on that category.
Yes.
He goes, "Can you please listen to something else?" So yeah, I know what you mean.
There's a thing called headphones.
Well, no, because I plug it into the stereo into the car, and so she has to listen to it.
Anyway, it is pumpkin hour, so I'm going to bagger off.
Are you playing tomorrow morning, John?
I am playing tomorrow, yes. I'm gaming tomorrow. I'm gaming all day if I can.
We got Mercs too.
Yeah. No, it's not Merp tomorrow.
Okay. Then what's happening tomorrow?
OSCU.
If Bears one doesn't go ahead, because it is scheduled to be Bears live stream, but obviously if people can't make it, then we have to postpone it again. But if that doesn't go ahead, I will try. I might have to cobble together some Yule stuff to fill in with.
All right.
Yes. So I'm a bit behind with that. I got lazy because we weren't due. I weren't due to play my Yule game for a while, so I need to get drawing maps again, things like that. So I'll see what I can dig up. I have read the first level of Dark Tower, but you're not a high enough level to even dream of going there. So,
well, if Angus is there, we might be able to do it. But anyhow,
Dark Tower.
What sort of level is it?
7+.
So
it'll
be quite a while for me then.
Yeah. If you're gonna look into doing something, just in case, I'll root through stuff and see if I can think of something that way.
Yeah, so we'll have something. We'll do something tomorrow night. I don't know what. We'll do something.
All right, cool. Well, I'll talk to you. It'll be your afternoon. It'll be my morning. So,
I've been reading Dark Tower at work. I've got the books at work at the moment. It's sat by my work computer. So I've read all the intro stuff.
Is it?
It's a big ass one. It's a big.
No, I mean, is it like OSC or like what edition is it?
It's the AD&D one that I'm reading.
Okay.
Yes, good serious chat tonight. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that though. Sometimes you just got to let your hair down if you have hair. Honestly, let your hair down, and just have a bit of a giggle. And I hope you've all enjoyed it because I have. It's just sort of It's nice to just chill out and chunter. Yes, chunter. Yes.
All right. Well, everybody have a good night.
I'm just going to end with this one. He's not that old. He's not that old. Anyway, cheers all. We're playing games tomorrow. I'm going to make some videos Monday, Tuesday. I don't know whether I'll finish any or not. I still need to go correct the audio for my Dagon read through that I've done, and we'll be streaming again next Wednesday. So I'll see you all then. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Iman. Thank you, Daniel. It's been a very, very pleasant chat tonight. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Good night, all. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thanks, Trump.